Part 2 of As the World Turns.
Lily, it was my fault. Actually, I came here to discuss business with your mother.
Didn't sound like you were talking about business when I walked in.
Well, we got sidetracked. Actually, I came here to talk to her about the birthday party that I was planning to have at the farm for you.
Oh, Ivan, that's so sweet of you. Thank you.
No, actually, no, it was very selfish, and your mother had every right to get angry at me.
Why?
Why? Because I have no right to tell you where to have your party or how to have it.
You're my best friend. You have every right.
Oh, well, I'm glad, but it is the most special day. It's their 17th birthday, and you should spend it
with Mother.
With Mother.
That's very understanding of you, Miss Snyder.
Well, yes, I would know how I would feel.
Thank you.
Well, you want to plan this party, that's wonderful, but why, how you don't have any right to say this about the farm.
Honey, you know me. Mea culpa. I get carried away. I had ideas. I had wonderful ideas, and what can I do to atone, darling? Miss Snyder, will you accept my abject apology?
No apologies necessary. I have to go.
Wait, let me walk you out. Mother, don't get enthralled in business. I have to talk to you about something.
Goodbye, Mrs. Walsh.
I don't think I could take much more of this, Ambrose. That was a narrow escape, Ambrose.
Indeed. Now, will you believe that Ivor Snyder means you no harm?
No, she's just biding her time. Till the moment's ripe.
I finally found the name of that parole officer that you asked me to track down.
Jay? Yes. I am holding you entirely responsible. For what? People have been popping into my office all afternoon.
What people?
Lily just waltzed in.
Well, so what?
I don't pay you to be incompetent. Tad Channing came in and he was not announced.
If you will recall, you asked me to personally track down the name of that parole officer.
That is no excuse. If you don't want to stay at your desk voluntarily, I will get a chain and I will chain you to your desk. Get out. Damn spot. Ambrose, Tad Channing, when he was here, if he overheard even a part of what we were talking about, it's going to be hell to pay.
You sure you're allowed to drink this?
Oh, sure. We had wine at Dusty's birthday party, which was in March. And that was before I graduated, even.
Well, I guess I didn't realize just how sophisticated you are.
Yeah.
Make yourself comfy.
Okay.
It's nicer than my office, wouldn't you say?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Cheers.
Oh, thank you. You know, I never got a chance to tell you why I thought Iva and Mrs. Walsh hated one another so much.
Well, you know, the more I think about that, the more I realize that it's just really none of my business.
Oh, it's no big deal. It's just that Mrs. Walsh is jealous because Lily wants to spend so much time with Iva.
Makes sense. Excuse me. Tad Channing here. Yes, Holden.
Could I talk to him when you're done?
No problem. I'll reserve most of the morning for you. We'll go over everything you need to know. That's right. Oh, there's somebody here who wants to speak to you.
Holden?
What the hell are you doing there?
Well, at the moment, I'm drinking champagne.
Listen to me, Meg. Are you alone with Channing?
Sure, why?
Get out of there now.
What?
I mean it. The guy's a lech with women.
I can take care of myself.
Look, I know what I'm talking about. This isn't Dusty you're playing around with.
Look, Holden, can I come over to the office? I really need to talk to you.
I gotta go over to the Walsh site now. I can't hang around. Pretend I just said yes, though. Tell Channing that you're gonna come over here and meet me, and you have to come over here right away. Now do that, okay?
Okay. But look, there's something you gotta know. Dusty told Lily everything. I mean, everything. I'm afraid she's gonna spill the beans to Iva.
Well, find Dusty and have him stop her.
No, that's a problem. Dusty is over at the Hughes for their service, and... Well, that's why I need you.
You're just gonna have to wait till I get home tonight. Okay, now just hang up this phone and get out of there as fast as you can. You hear me?
Okay, I will. I'll see you later. Well, Gosh, it looks like I'm going to have to run over to your office.
Oh, well, stay and finish your champagne first.
Oh, well, thank you, but really, I should be going.
What's your rush?
Oh, I'm glad so many people showed up back here after the service. I think it'll help Nancy.
Yeah, well, I think that Mr. Hughes would have liked it, too. I never seen anybody who loved people as much as he did.
I know. Let's go in.
Well, just a minute. There's something I have to tell you.
What?
I took the job in Chicago for Channing.
Well, what made you change your mind?
Well, maybe you did a good selling job.
Well, don't take it just because of me.
Well, there were other reasons. Channing is going back to L.A. It looks like tomorrow, baby. Which means that he's going to be out of the way.
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell you now because, tonight with Emily babysitting back home, I don't know whether we'll have time for our nice long talk.
Well, that's okay. Maybe it's just as well now.
What does that mean?
Well, it's been a really full day already, and, well, let's go in.
Okay.
Oh, is Franny getting ready to go to New Haven?
She's upstairs packing.
How's Penny?
She's feeling better. She's up with Franny.
Yeah, well, she just seemed a little shook up by the service.
Yeah.
Well, I think this has been harder on Penny than anybody else because she's been away for so long. She regrets all the time that she spent away from her folks.
Well, sometimes we wish we could go back and do things differently, I guess.
Maybe. And I am sure of one thing. Nancy would never change a moment of her life with Chris. Look at that room. There is so much love there.
It must be difficult for you to see them like that.
Yep. Okay.
Tonio, shouldn't you give the message from Mr. Channing to Barbara?
Yes, I'm glad you reminded me. Come with me. Excuse me, Barbara. Sierra just reminded me that Tad Channing wants to get in touch with you.
Oh, I'm sure it's about the plans for my factory. Thank you. I will get to him as soon as I can.
All right.
I didn't have the privilege of knowing Chris Hughes for very long.
Well, he had a wonderful, warm sense of humor. Came out at the most unexpected times. Often when everybody else was feeling quite grim. Oh, Chris, he saw many of us through rough times. Including Lisa.
Well, she's very frank about the ups and downs in her life.
Well, it seems like she's definitely on the upswing now. She looks radiant. I'm glad she has you to enjoy it with.
Well, that's very generous coming from an ex-husband.
You know, Lisa gets people boiling mad sometimes. I know that for sure. But she rarely makes lasting enemies. She's a very special woman.
Yep.
What are you doing? Looking at me. You make me nervous talking about me. Is that it?
Yes, as much as we can.
Can't trust you at all. Hey, come on, let's go be with Nancy, all right?
Grant, thank you for saying such thoughtful, loving things at the service.
Nancy is not difficult considering who inspired those words. I have so much respect for Chris. Not just as a lawyer, or even as a friend, but as a human being.
He was very fond of you, too, Grant.
Well, I'll always be grateful that you included me in your 50th wedding anniversary celebration. It's a wonderful way to remember him.
Yes, isn't it? That night meant a great deal to Chris. He sensed his time was short, but he was determined to make it to that milestone.
Do you have any regrets?
Not a day of regret. Wish there could be 50 more. I love you every day.
Who's to say there won't be 50 more?
I'll have that memory to treasure always.
We will love us through.